Okay, guys, so I'm now going to do the men's prediction video for Roland Garros 2026. If you haven't checked out the women's video, go check that out now, please. That'd be much appreciated. And if you can, like and subscribe. All right, let's get into things. Sinner, that could be triple bagel watch there. I'm going to take the youngest Rundaloy on the clay. Landaluthe's been in some nice form. Let's take Mute and Rinderknecht. Berrettini, obviously former Grand Slam finalist at Wimbledon. I'll take the Comasanya on clay, and then I will take Dartery. I'll take Bublik, and then Shapovalov should get through that one. Now, Munar Hurkacz, that is a really nice first-round matchup. I'm going to take Hurkacz. Spitzeri Tiafo, All-American Clash, I will take Francis. Then Greek Sport and Naldi. This could be close, but I'm actually going to say Naldi might get over the line in this one. Muller Tsitsipas, needs to return to form, obviously, former top 10 player, rather. Collignon, Vukic. See, I'd really love to pick Vukic as an Aussie. However, I think I'm going to have to go with Collignon. Shelton will get through this one, so will Felix. Byers will get the win over his countryman. Van Asche Kipson, a bit of a low-ranked matchup, but I'll take Van Asche with the home support. Obviously, with Roland Garros being in Paris, France. Baptista Agut, his last ever Roland Garros, retiring at the end of this year, so I'm going to take him for a nice little farewell. And Nakashima also is not a clay court player. Norrie will get through this one. Cilic against the young wildcard Moise Kouame. I'm going to take Cilic, just experience over 5 sets. Tabilo for that one, and Vachereau. Kaboli will also get through that one. And then I think Giron will get this match. Triple Z Zhangji Zhen should win his first round. Then, even though TN's not a clay quarter, he's still a very good player and one to watch over the rest of the year and, well, next decade or two, really. Cerundolo, very, very good clay court player. Then we have 2 French wildcards. Obviously, Gael Monfils retiring. So, go with the Le Monf. Nice farewell story. I go for Popperin. He's been in a nice bit of form. Unfortunately for Walton, I think it will be Medvedev. My favorite player, Demonor. Gonna take him, and Bloch has been in some nice form recently as well. Navone and Brooksby, just because of the clay court, I'm gonna take the Argentinian in Navone. Menchik will get through that one. So will Echeverry. Kitsmanovic, Marijan. This has 5 sets written all over it. I think I'm going to take Marijan. Ugo Carabelli should get through this one. And then Buse Rublev. It's probably going to be my first big upset, really. I really do enjoy watching Ignacio Buse play. Yeah, so I think I am going to pick him. Rode, very, very good player. Medjedovic, I believe, over Hunfman. Sonigo should get that one done. Then, unfortunately for Rinky Dinky, I think this will be a Tommy Paul win. João Fonseca, one to watch definitely. Also Dino Prismic, both young guns there. As I said in the women's video, I do think qualifiers often do quite good at Grand Slams because they've already had that 3 matches of practice under their belt. And also the feeling of winning, whereas some of these other players coming from 250s and may have actually lost first round. So I'll take the qualifier. GMP, Pechi Pericard against Novak, the GOAT. So it's got to be Djokovic there. Fritz will get through this one. And Shevchenko, Mickelson. I think it'll be Mickelson. Duckworth, Diallo. This will be nice and close, actually. This will probably go 5 sets as well. I'll take Duckworth because I'm an Aussie, but that'll be really quite close. Hodder, another youngster in the draw. I'll take ADF in this one. Tarante up against a qualifier. Feel like maybe a qualifier in that one. Kokonakis coming back from a long-awaited... back from injury, long-awaited return. But in France, I feel like Atman's going to get that one done. Carreño Busta Lehechka, that'll be Lehechka. Hashanov will get that one done. And Trungelliti's been in a nice bit of form. Now on the clay, Opelka, he just isn't as effective as he is on the hard and the grass. So that I'm going to take the qualifier there. Wawrinka and Feast. Obviously, Stan, this is definitely, I would say, the best first-round matchup on the men's side. So I'm going to take Feast. Humbert Matarino, another all-French clash. I'll go for Humbert. Halise Bellucci. Go for Halise in France. Mahuch Bergs and Bonzi Zverev. These are another 2 really nice first-round matchups. I think I'm going to take Bergs. And then Bonzi Zverev. We know, as we know, Bonzi beat Medvedev twice last year in Grand Slams. In the first round as big upsets, but I do think Zverev will get this one done. Second round, obviously, Sinner. Not even going to discuss that one. Landaluce Mute. I feel like Mute could be in a little bit of trouble there. Rinderknecht Berrettini. Even though it's in France, Berrettini is just too good to go past. And Komisanya, Dartari, that'll be Dartari. Bublik should get the win over Shapovalov. And then Hurkacz, Tiafoe. Tiafoe doesn't really like the clay courts, as do many of the Americans don't, especially on the men's side. So I'm going to take Hurkacz. Tsitsipas should keep his run going, and Collignon, Shelton will be too strong. FAA and Baez, fortunately for Felix, I do think Specialist clay quarter against him is not a good matchup. I'm going to keep going with Bautista Agut, and then Norrie Cilic. I do think Norrie's been, just knocking on the doorstep of going on a little run. Vashro will keep progressing through. Caboli will get the win over Giron, and then Tien should get the job done against Zhang. Cerundolo Monfils, I think this is where Monfils' fairy tale run comes to an end. Popper and Medvedev, I do think Medvedev will just be too strong in that one. Really tough second round here for Demon, but I do think he'll get through over Blocks. Menchik should get the job done over Navona, and Echeverry Marijan. I am going to take Echeverry. Ugo Carabelli, Busse. As I said, I really do like the way Ignacio Busse plays, so I'm going to pick him. And Rude, I really do think I'm going to have him going on a run. Obviously, depending on matches, but and matchups, but I think he'll do pretty good this year's Roland Garros. Sonego and Paul. This is a tough one. I do think I'm going to go Tommy Paul. Fonseca, Prismic, 2 young guns. I'm going to go for the Brazilian. Novak will keep going through. Fritz will beat his countryman. And Duckworth, Hodder. This will be Hodder. Davidovich Fokina should take care of the qualifier. And Atman Lehechka. Lehechka is just too strong there. Hachinov should keep the job going. So will Feast. Another all-French clash in Humbert and Halise. I'm going to take Ugo Humbert. And then Berg, Zverev. Another tough one for Zverev there. Tough opening 2 rounds, but I do think overall he is still the better player. And now we have a look at round 3. Sinner, obviously, will keep going. Berrettini, Dartari. I don't know whether I should take Berrettini to really go on a run. I think I'm just going to go safe and go Dartari. Bublik, Hurkacz. Bublik, he's very confusing, so I'm just going to go for her catch. Shelton will get, I think, too good for Steph in 2026. This is where Bautista Agut's run comes to an end with Baez being such a good clay court player. I'm going to go Vachereau over Norrie. TN over Kaboli, just because of the over 5 sets, I think. Now, Cerundolo Medvedev, this is very, very tough for Medvedev. I do think this is the kind of play he doesn't want to play at Roland Garros, so I am actually going to go for Cerundolo. Another tough one for De Minaur. Got to play another next gen, but I do still think he is stronger over the 5 sets. I think Echeverry will be too strong for Busa this time, and Ruud will continue. Now, Fonseca Djokovic, really fire third round matchup. I'm almost tempted to go for Fonseca, but I do think this will actually be Djokovic. Shows up in the Grand Slams. Fritz Hodder. Now, I'm going to go for Hodder. I am so high on this guy, as I am Fonseca, but, Fritz and Djokovic, two very different beasts. So, yeah, we'll see where his little run takes us. But I think I'm going to go Lehechka here. And Khachanov face, and with the Parisian crowd, he'll draw in one heck of an atmosphere, and Zverev will continue against Humbert. 4th round, all Italian clash, Sinner, Hurkacz and Shelton. I feel like Shelton's just going to keep going, Baez and Vachereau. I don't know, I really, really like Baez going on a little run here, so I'm going to take him. TN and Cerundolo, this is probably where TN struggles against a real specialist clay court player. So I'm going to take Cerundolo. De Minaur too strong for Echeverry. Ruud Djokovic. Now, if we get this 4th round matchup, after Novak's just had to play Fonseca, I think Ruud will just get him over 5 sets. I think he turns 39 tomorrow, Novak, if I'm not mistaken. It's definitely soon. And, yeah, that'll just be a bridge too far, I think. Now, I'm going to keep going on the Hodder bandwagon and feast Zverev 4th round. The theme of this draw is, seriously, some next gens just pushing the experienced guys. And I do think Feast is just too good. With the crowd, Zverev could get very chippy. I think it could work in Arta's favour. Sinner will keep going. Baez, Cerundolo. See, many people might think I'm crazy, but, if you told Argentina they're going to get an Argentinian guaranteed in the semi-finals, they'd be absolutely loving it. So I'm going to go Cerundolo. A De Minaur Ruud. Okay. So I've got to put my Aussie internal instincts aside. Ruud is just so much better than De Minaur on clay. It's just a fact. And also, Hodder Feast, a next-gen quarterfinal. This would actually be great if all this happened. I love these quarterfinals, except for actually maybe Sinner Shelton, which is actually the highest-ranked one. I just think it's not a good matchup for Shelton. I'm going to go with Feast. He'll just draw in the crowd so well. Then Sinner in the final, I think he's going to take on Casper Ruud. Obviously, that'd be Ruud's 4th Grand Slam final, 3rd at Roland Garros. That is some achievement from Casper Ruud. But with no Alcaraz, I think probably 95% of people would be actually predicting Jannik Sinner to win. So, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and stay tuned for further videos. Thank you.